What's up? I just wanted to say what's going on, and hopefully everybody has a great weekend. More importantly, I want to show you the easiest trade of 1999. Why did I just say it was 1999? Oh, because this is a 1999 style of trading. So here we got Alibaba, right? On a shortened Friday options expiration. This thing tried to break 200 once about a week ago, twice about a week or 2 weeks ago, twice against another 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, 5 weeks ago. I don't know. Look at these dates on the right hand side here. On the 11th, on the 14th, on the 21st, and then again the other day on the 23rd. Now look what happened here when it finally got through the 200. First of all, it was doing nothing. It was chopping around the VWAP. It didn't even really care about it. But then it made this dramatic move down into a move back up. So again, I don't look at the news. I don't watch CNBC. I just trade the action of the stock. And I noticed once it got back over the VWAP and it broke the range where it just came from, and I didn't even buy it then because I wanted to see how it would react at the 200 number. So again, once it broke 119, 199.50 is what I finally bought some. And then right here, the magic number, when it hit 199.99, starts to come in again. And at this point, I'm thinking, all right, I just threw away my money, but it never broke back under the 199.50, and then got to 200 again. Look at the massive move when it finally broke it, because not only do you have a lot of people who are waiting for this move to have happen, you have the call buyers and the call sellers have to adjust their positions based on their $200 call setups. I'm sure they're out there. And it's just a huge number, an algorithmic number, 200. And of course, when it broke 200 and it spikes up to 250, that's where we started selling it. Nobody ever buys the lows and sells the high. But look where it is right now. It's almost back to where we sold it anyway. Sure, we left some money on the table, but we got out at 250 and then 201. And then again, we thought maybe this thing was going to go to 202.50 there for a second. And then we got stopped out of the rest back at 201. So we got in. We waited for it to confirm what this move was all about. And that was when it broke over this high water mark, then got over the half number. Half number gets you to the whole number. Whole number got the breakout. Options expiration, this is important to know. Half number and whole numbers work a lot better on these type of days. Now, why was this trade, even better? I'll tell you why. Because we had money to play with because of our solid, massive trade this morning in a company that we had just sold out of our swing trade, and it was letter I. Take a look at I. Trade of the day, trade of the week, trade of the year. And this is why I don't get bent out of shape when I missed opportunities anymore, because every single day you have an opportunity to change your life. And you're looking at a stock that went from 17 bucks to 15.25. Could that be life-changing? It absolutely can, depending on how aggressive you want it to be, how many shares you have, if you had the options. But the point is, this is what we call the blow-off top. Okay? The stock has done it here, here, and every time it's fought its way back. So I'm not saying the trade is over to the upside. We sold our swing trade. It was an amazing trade. Broke out through 750, bought more at 10, and we pretty much sold it, 12.50 and 13, and then it, proceeded to go up without us. We're never going to sell the top. But this trade today made more money than the entire swing trade all that took from a month and a half in the stock. We made it all in one trade, because what happened? You got this breaking out moment, and then suddenly it reverses, and it breaks under the 1 minute. So not only did it break the 1 minute, but it broke what we call, thank you, Zach Hurwitz again, for the multi-day VWAP, and simultaneously going red. So you'll see the big candle in here. Here's your 1 minute break, here's your multi-day. Now, it might not look like a lot, but we were shorting it at 1691, right here. We actually covered some at 1672, and then at 1650, and then at 1625, and then at 16, and then of course at 1585 when it got down to 1551. Now I want to show you something that's the most amazing part of this move when I talk about these multi-day VWAP prices. Here's the 1 minute to the 1 day, and here's the next target we had: 1 minute to the 2-day. Look how it got there, kind of bounced off it for a moment. Right there. That's why we covered some down there. But then when it rolled, we used this as a stop and looking for the next whole number was 16, which we got 1602, 1603. And then we were kind of getting upset because here we are short of stock at 1691, covering here, here, and here. And now we're down to our last lot. And, we made, obviously we did well in the trade. But, some guys did better than I did. Some guys held the entire move. Some guys, just got in at 1691 with 10,000 shares, covered it all at 1675. I'm just here to show you how these trades set up every single day, and all you need is one. But then we got a second one, and it's my favorite stock, Sale, right? They're coming out of the lockup. Their earnings were bad. They're blah, 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 and the blah, blah, blah. They're doing a secondary. They're issuing more stock. The company's coming out of the lockup. The earnings weren't so good. Next thing you know, the earnings came out. We dumped the stock before the earnings came out, like we always do. We got a chance to buy it back at $22.50, which looked premature for a second. Everyone was saying, why don't I wait for the next lockup? Then they did the secondary, and the stock went green the next day. So that told me, especially with the massive candle, that the offering was gobbled up, and all the people that wanted to get out of the stock were met with an equal or greater amount of buyers who wanted to own the stock. So this stock has now convinced me once again, I want to be in it, still in it, and today we had a day trade in it for the first time in a while because it went green, broke above the 1 minute right here at 23.75, and obviously like I trade, 23.75 was our entry. Where are we selling it? We're selling it at 25. And then when it broke 25, we're selling it in 15-cent increments all the way to the half number, and we got out at 24.50. I still own 800 shares. I don't plan on selling it because I think this move just convinced me that this has been now reacquired by plenty of institutions and that type of player, not just me buying 1,000 shares. So I'm looking for some consolidation and then breakout, and then when it breaks over 26.92, the stock should be on its way to $30 and then hopefully 5,000. All right, have a great weekend. This is what we do. 3 trades today, 3 monster winners. That's all we do. All we trade is the same setup. There's about 4 or 5 varieties of it, and this is what we do. I'll see you guys, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the chat room. I'll go over this with you every day for 2.5 hours, and you can make a living doing this.